Capricorn, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking in on love. See what's been going on for you, past, present, and future around your love energy. All right. This week I am using 3 different love oracle decks, but I'm also using the Sweet Blossom Lenormand deck. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Make sure you tell a friend. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've got any specific topics you'd like me to look into, or you just want to say hi, that's fine too. But getting into the past love energy for you, Capricorn. Past love energy for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know in regards to past love energy? You have the guilt card coming through, Capricorn. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. So in the past, you maybe have let guilt get in the way of your happiness a little bit here. I am picking up that may be in the form of self-sabotage for some of you there. I will clarify that in a moment. I do also feel here, Capricorn, that we do have that is it like a judge's gavel, right? So for some of you, there may have been some sort of legal issues in the past when it comes to love connections as well. But we also do have the union card. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. All right, so for some of you, it's guilt over not knowing what you had when you first encountered that. Not knowing how to deal with a divine soul counterpart when you encountered that in the past, because a divine soul counterpart, a strong union there where there's a strong element of twin element here. So I was actually speaking to a Capricorn recently about how twin and twin flame connections are sometimes very, very different. And this is a twin divine counterpart. So, there's still a lot of, as you can see in the image, mirroring aspects here, but it's the more divine rather than just all about trauma kind of thing. But it's to help you learn from things like guilt and that sort of stuff. Interestingly enough, it did grab my attention that on the bottom of the deck we did have soul coming through. So we do see that it is a strong soul connection. That card actually says your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. So that may be relevant for a couple of you as well. I suppose we will see as we go through into the present and future, but we will just sort of clarify this guilt a little bit here. I do feel for a lot of you it is, you did let your personal guilt, your personal traumas, issues, self-worth and things like that get in the way of a union. And especially if it began at a time in your life that you weren't prepared to accept that or deal with that or know what that was. And so you now looking back, you're kind of like feeling a lot of guilt that you didn't see that for what it was initially. Okay, Capricorn, past love energy for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know in regards to past love energy? We see the tree coming through first. Okay, so for some of you, this could have been a Virgo or someone with strong Virgo placements. That is the Virgo card. But overall, it is, it's a process. It's a healing. It's a, time to take care of yourself and grow and learn from this guilt that you've had in the past. And that the past, for some of you, the past maybe was just an opportunity for you to grow and learn from this part, the way that the past has happened with this connection. All right, and that maybe that's why you didn't expect it and you didn't know how to deal with it. It was because you needed to grow and mature and all that sort of stuff. It was an instigator, a trigger to sort of start your self-healing journey. We do see the rider coming through next. So we do see, that, kind of like, I'm hearing the Futurama. Good news, everybody. Good news. I have healed. Moving forward, I'm now, now able to move forward because I have grown and have healed. And focused on myself. I'm now able to sort of get back up on that horse so that I'm ready to move into the present and the future. Find new opportunities for love that I know are going to be successful because I've learned what I've needed to learn, and I now am more prepared for that kind of energy if I encounter that again, which you probably will, with that key there that we're seeing. You're moving straight into brand new opportunities. It's not wanting to focus very much on the past here. It's just wanting to sort of show us that the past is a lesson. It's something that you've learned greatly from already, and you know that you have sort of got back up on that horse, and you're ready to move towards new opportunities, with love in the present and the future. So we will move into the present for you here, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, present love energy for our Capricorns. What does Capricorn need to know about present love energy, please? We did have... I'm seeing such strong energy coming through here, Capricorn. We have the divine connection, the twin flame energy on the bottom of the deck. So I was already talking about that twin mirroring energy already. This one kind of flew out, though. This is friends and influences. All right, so it does feel very important for you at the moment, Capricorn, to, look at the friendships around yourself and be influenced in a positive way by friendships and friends that you have in your life already, potential new friends. The present does seem to have a strong focus on platonic relationships. So even if there is a love interest in your life, it is, very prominently needing to focus on friends side of things and the influence that has on other aspects of your life. So those sorts of things where how did that, looking back at the past in order to see how that influenced your friendships, and if it influenced your friendships, or what was the friendship between you and that person, because I do also see the ex-lover, the old spark card coming through here for you, Capricorn. So we are seeing, once again, a direct reference to that past person coming through once again. So for a lot of you, that they are still in your present energy, but they're coming through as an ex, as an old spark, somebody that it feels like you do still have a lot of passion towards this person, or you still do consider them a spark in your heart. So some of you may still be, may be maintaining a friendship with this person. We do also see whole inner growth, the inner growth. So we're seeing that coming back through again for you, that you are now whole, Capricorn. So you have experienced a lot of growth within yourself, and so once again, it's that progression straight away where that growth is now allowing you to understand that you have healed and you have grown, and that you are moving forwards into new opportunities here. Some of you may be with someone who's a friend, or someone who is considered, this ex-lover, this old spark of yours. It could be either for some of you here. Like some of you, it might be someone who exists only as a friendship, and others of you, it's this ex-lover is coming through in the present energy very strongly. As to whether that's in reality or just in the energy. Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know in regard to present love energy? Present love energy for our Capricorns. I suppose I am specifying present love energy. So, we are seeing that in the energy in that case, Wow. I'm seeing such repeated messages for you, Capricorn. First of all, we have the Mountain, which is your card, Capricorn. That in the present, we're working out how to put in the hard work to overcome any challenges that we have faced in the past here. Any delays or challenges or obstacles, blockages within ourselves, we're working out how to put in the work, how to persevere, how to be determined enough to get through those. I do feel as though with that inner growth thing there, you're definitely achieving that. You're taking the right steps here, Capricorn. You're giving yourself the time and the space and the love that you need to be able to do so. We have the bouquet there. So the flowers there, that does talk about reciprocal energy, giving energy, okay, giving what you wish to receive, giving time, love, energy to yourself first and foremost there, Capricorn, to the obstacles that you've got to overcome, to the determination and perseverance that you need to use to overcome those. But we also see receiving, being open to receive. We did see that key there. You're moving towards that key, those new opportunities to receive love. Giving and receiving friendships as well. We have the dog here. So we are seeing that repeated message of friendship coming through again. So definitely strong friendships around you at the moment. That card does talk about loyalties. Where do your loyalties truly lay here, Capricorn? Who is truly loyal to you? Understanding and compassion. And, if you're wanting to be understood and have people show you compassion, that you're showing and giving compassion to others. And that's part of how you're overcoming these blockages within yourself, Capricorn, and making sure that you are, grown. But once again, we are seeing that heavy focus on friendships around you at the moment. So, companionship and the sort of people that you want walking by your side throughout life, whether they be platonic or romantic. It does seem to be a strong focus on friendship first. All right. So I do feel like for some of you here, we are seeing somebody in your world who is trying to give you time, love, energy, potentially even actual gifts. For some of you, I do feel somebody may be actually giving you a physical gift. The flowers sometimes can talk about quite literally somebody giving you flowers, or giving you a token of appreciation, of their loyalty to you, of their love towards you. So it may be something along those lines for some of you as well. But looking at the future love energy, when I'm looking at the future here, we are looking, within a month or so. Capricorn, future love energy for our Capricorns. Future love energy for our Capricorns. Ooh. You have the engagement card, Capricorn. So this is not necessarily an actual proposal or an actual, engagement as such. It's your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if, you can kind of imagine that whatever your level of commitment to others romantically is right now, you're moving up, you're leveling up. So if there's somebody in your love life, we're making it official, we're moving in together, whatever the next level is. It could even just be, committing consistent communication, committing to consistently talk to somebody, committing to just try to look for love for some of you there as well. We are just making a higher level of commitment to love in general. Being a little bit more engaged in love and our love life. Ascending to the next level. So think about the level you are currently on. What's above that? What's the next level for you, Capricorn? Give your relationship a chance. Working on your partnership. So, for some of you, I do feel that once again, we did see that mountain there for you in the present energy, that you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to, persevere and be determined. And this is what this is asking of you in the future as well, to, be willing to put in the work and do your part. If we saw the flowers for you as well. So, if this is reciprocal energy, that you may sure that you do your part, you give your time, your love, your energy, if you wish to receive time, love, energy in return. Doing your part as well, Capricorn. We're not leaving it all up to one or another. It's equal partnership stuff, all right? Clarifying the future love energy for Capricorn. Future love energy for our Capricorns, please. Future love energy for Capricorn. I kind of really happy. The earth signs have been pretty straightforward this week. We have the coffin here. That transformation is, finally has occurred, I feel, for a lot of you in the near future here. The transformation is finalizing. The coffin is, an ending that has brought about a new beginning. So I do feel as though this is actually a personal transformation in somebody, whether that be, this ex-lover we see reference to, whether that be yourself, Capricorn, or whether this be, somebody else, or just your love life in general, that, the endings that you've experienced are now enabling the new beginnings to start for you. So closing off the current level of commitment that you're on enables you to move to the next level of commitment. It's like level complete, time to move on. It's kind of like that. Like if you imagine like you're playing a game of some sort and you complete that level, what happens? You move on to the next level. But you need to end the first level in order to get to the second level. And then you start all over from the start of the level. I'm just kind of seeing like Mario Brothers or something coming through in reference there. So it's closing the door on what has been, what was, so that we can focus on what is going to be, what we're moving towards. We do also see the crossroads here, followed by the clover. So this is a pretty clear message, Capricorn, deciding to take a chance, all right? Making the choice, using your free will to take a risk, to give the relationship a chance, all right? That says the word chance. One of the key words of the clover is taking a chance, taking a risk, taking a chance. And you're actively deciding and choosing to take that chance, to take that risk. Even though it might feel like you're jumping in the deep end, you're choosing to do that. So there is a lot of free will that does come through with that. But you're choosing to walk this path, Capricorn. It's kind of this high risk, high reward kind of energy. If you don't put something into the poker machine, there's no way that you can possibly win anything. But if you put money in, there's a chance. There's also a chance that you could lose it, but you're choosing to take this opportunity and jump in the deep end and take the risk, because it's like high risk, high reward. If it pays off, it's going to pay off big. If it doesn't pay off, well, I know how to heal. I know how to, I'm perseverant. I know I can climb that mountain all over again if I need to, kind of thing, Capricorn. But what exactly is Capricorn taking a chance towards here? What exactly is Capricorn taking a chance towards here? The past, the thing that you've lost. For a lot of you, this is that ex coming back through. Stresses you out to take this chance, but we did see transformation there. Like I said, that could definitely be them that has transformed. Anything else Capricorn needs to know right now in regards to romantic love? Anything else Capricorn needs to know right now in regard to romantic love? Interesting. I've got Scorpio card here, the snake. That can be a few things. It can be following your passion, your desire. If we're taking a risk, we might be following passion, following desire. But it can also be like self-deception or being deceived or being betrayed in some kind of way. We have the birds here. So it's kind of like, with the birds there, it kind of shows me that there's a lot of worry about betrayal and deception in amongst all of this. There's a worry that we're deceiving ourselves, that it's an illusion or that it's a delusion, so to speak. Then there does need to be conversations about this feeling of potential deception, betrayal, maybe the passion, the desire, the temptation. It feels like it does need to be spoken about. That can be conversations and like chatter. That it's kind of like that staying up all night talking kind of thing. And we do see the scythe here as well. So it can be, breaking free from the need to worry about that deception, that betrayal. It's kind of like a final decision in a lot of ways, but it's also a big, a sudden, unexpected change. So I do feel as though that's very linked up to that risk, because that's a big risk, right? And the scythe can be a big risk as well, because on one hand it's harvest, but on the other hand it's cutting or breaking away from something, and then but on the other hand it's like a harvest card. It's a sudden unexpected change that could be for the better. Sometimes in order to make a big change we have to break free from things. Just clarify that scythe. Just clarify that for Capricorn. No, no. Sorry, it's telling me not to word it like that. Okay, so advice for Capricorn when it comes to love. Advice for Capricorn when it comes to love. The child. If you have children, make sure you're taking them into consideration. Other than that, it's being very open to adventure, being very playful and fun, and just enjoying the moment of it all. We have the house here, thinking about what makes you feel like home, family, with the child in the home, thinking about what suits the family, what's best for the family, whether, whatever that family is for you in your situation, what makes you feel safe and secure and stable in this world, but is also a brand new adventure. We need to be playful and fun and adventurous, but we also need to, this is very Capricorn, we need to be stable and secure in that, as we do that, because we see the bear here as well. So we want to nurture, but we also want to protect. So we want to nurture, but we want to protect. It's a fine kind of line here, Capricorn. Being very strong and powerful and standing in your own power. Making sure that we do have our boundaries. Okay, so we're protecting our walls, but we're also being open to new beginnings, and we're being open to the playful fun energy of sort of seeing where things go. But we aren't forgetting that we do have set boundaries along the way. So, that's kind of like red flag stuff. So if we have a certain thing that's a definite no, I refuse to be treated like that, spoken to like that, deal with that, sticking to that boundary and not being afraid to stick to that boundary, but also along the way, having fun with it and being like a child, going, this could be the adventure of a lifetime, this could be family, this could be home, but what really needing to think about your own stability along the way, and your own, what makes you feel safe and secure, because think about yourself as this child, Capricorn, and the bear protects the child. The bear provides for the child. So you need to be able to do that for yourself first. All right, so that's what we've got for you, Capricorn. You may want to check your other placements as well. But make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.